Okay, YouTube, today we're going to be learning about something different. We're going to be learning about an if statement. So, before that you're going to have to understand what is Boolean logic. Boolean logic is, and I'm going again and explain this more in my introductory to programming series I'm going to probably be doing later. What a Boolean is just anything that pertains to let's do pool equals true or false. So we're going to make ours true for now. So if we were to do system.out.println pool or whatever, and then you're going to spell this right, pool, and then you got to make this static, and then if you're going to do it, it's going to be true, right? If you were to make it false, false. I'm not going to go through that. It's pretty simple. So, what are Booleans useful for? Well, we're going to learn about something called an if statement. And what an if statement is basically it will check if a condition is true or false. So let's make a variable called x equals 1. What an if statement will do is it will say, okay, if something, if x equals 1, here's something else. Notice as 1 x equals sign is a okay, x now equals 1. Putting 2, it'll say, okay, let's check if x equals 1. So if x equals 1, system.out.println, it does, but let's say f does not equal 1. So if x does not equal 1, system.out.println, it doesn't, and we are stupid people. There we go. So let's run it and let's say, okay, x equals 1. Does x equal 1? Well, no, duh, it does. And it just completely ignores this. However, let's say x equals a really big number, right? It doesn't, and we are stupid people. Something else you can do is let's say, okay, we have the if and we have the else. What about if something, but then let's check something else, and let's check something else, and then if none of that's true, then we'll do that. We can use something called an else if. And this will say, okay, if the first statement is true, but this is, then do this. It equals 2, right? And if it doesn't, if it's none of those, then just system.out.println LOL or something. I don't know. So we're going to do that, right? And then it say it does. If it equals 2, we'll test it. It equals 2, and if it equals a really big number, again, pretty easy. Something else we can do is, let's say we had another variable called y equals 90, right? And I'll just get rid of this because we're going to make x equal 1 again. So, right? So x equals 1, and it's going to say, okay, blah blah blah, do that. However, we can have something else. We can have if loops inside of if loops. It's really easy. Say if x equals 90, then do this. Println banana. But if it doesn't equal 90, and it's just only checking for y, it's not. It just completely ignores this. So it's only going to be worried about this right here. So if y does not equal 90, then type in Justin Bieber crashed your computer or something, and then you say, okay, x does equal 1. So let's continue. Y equals 90. Okay, banana. Good. He didn't crash our computer. Let's say we had it at 2, but y still equals 90. It'll just completely forget about all this and continue to the else, because x does not equal 1. Pretty simple. Next tutorial we'll be learning about while loops, and until then, see you later.